What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Raj, coming to you with another post-game show. Last one of the season. Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in a knockdown, drag-out contest that went into overtime and pretty much ended the Ravens season with a field goal by the Steelers. Another close game by the Ravens. Another loss. 6 straight losses for the Baltimore Ravens. It was ugly as usual. I thought it would be. It was ugly by the Ravens. Terrible, terrible game. Um, let's check out some of the stats. Tyler Huntley had 141 yards, 2 interceptions, and he got sacked 3 times. TJ Watt, I believe, tied the sack record of Michael Strahan of 22 and a half sacks, but he didn't break the record. But still, it was a pretty bad game by Tyler Huntley all around. Um, Latavius Murray had 150 yards running. Um, he and a touchdown. He pretty much played well in his last game, probably as a Raven. He tried his best. Devontae Freeman got hurt. Only had 21 yards on the ground, 5 carries. He didn't do too much today. I mean, they even had, well, Duvernay, of course, had his one jet sweep. That's what they do every game, like a jet sweep with Duvernay. Which is ridiculous, but that's how it is sometimes. Mark Andrews always shows up. Oh, he's the go-to guy. They always try to give him the ball, but sometimes it comes up short, man. It comes up short. Uh, Bateman, Rashad Bateman, only 2 catches today. He had 22 yards. Wasn't really involved in the game plan. Very embarrassing, honestly. Very embarrassing by Rashad Bateman. It's not his fault though, because he really wasn't included in the game plan, which sucks. But that's how it goes. Hollywood Brown, man. Hollywood Brown was extremely in crucial times just bad. He was just bad. I mean, I'm glad he got his 1,000 yards, and that's great. Um, but when he dropped the touchdown pass, and he dropped a pass that could have led to the Ravens kicking a game-winning field goal. But he's been Bollywood. Yes, Mark. He's been Bollywood. Yes, that's exactly what he's been. Oh, and Mark, by the way, man, sorry about your Colts, man. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know how you get your ass whipped by the Jacksonville Jaguars in a game that you need to win to make the playoffs. I don't understand it. I picked y'all to win, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, man. That's just how it goes. Um, but let me continue with the stats. Mr. Oliver caught a pass today, but for 1 yard, but who cares? Ben Roethlisberger actually had a pretty decent day today. He had 244 yards in the air, touchdown. Najee Harris had 28 yards on the ground. Not a big day by him, but he got hurt early, so he had to leave the game for a little bit. But he came back in and finished strong. Chase Claypool had a pretty decent day as well. He had a pretty decent day as well. So hats off to the Steelers. Of course, they're going to show up and they're going to show hard and do what they do best, which is play us hard and steal the game, which they did in overtime. But the key reasons why the Ravens lost this game is definitely a lot of missed opportunities. Tyler Huntley with 2 interceptions, crucial turnovers that should never be. Um, it should be 2 crucial turnovers that should um, never be done by a Ravens team, especially at home. You got to know better then throw it in coverage, and you think that you're going to give it to Andrews, but you should know that he had like three people on him, but you still try to throw the ball to him softly. That wound up in an interception. Um, and just Marquise Brown was just completely awful, man. He was completely awful today. I like Hollywood. I think Hollywood has potential to be a really good wide receiver. But sometimes his head is not in the game. And today was one of those days where it was just like, bruh, when we need you to make a play, you disappoint us. So, I mean, we got to get it together. I'm not sure what's going to happen with him um, down the stretch. I think now that the Ravens are completely eliminated, I think the Steelers still have a chance to make the playoffs, but I don't think they get in. I think the Miami Dolphins win against the New England Patriots today. Miami is up big right now against the Patriots, so I mean, we'll see what happens. But if Miami wins, the Steelers are knocked out completely. Um, but like I said before, this game was tough to watch, man. It was a tough to watch game. I'm glad that the Ravens play hard. They always play hard. They always show up for John Harbaugh. But they just don't know how to finish. And the defense once again just decides to, just find ways to lose the game. They can't finish. I mean, they can't even with the starters or the backups or the reserves. They cannot find ways to finish the game. And that's a damn shame, honestly. It really is. It's brutal to watch as a Ravens fan. If you're a Steelers fan, you already know what's going to come. You're going to find out that the Ravens are going to be struggling, and they're going to do what they do best, and that's still the game. But I think this is Ben Roethlisberger's last game. I don't think the Steelers make the playoffs. So hats off to him. He began his career in Baltimore in 2004 when he had to come in because he was a backup and Tommy Maddox gets hurt. Ben Roethlisberger comes into the game and pretty much gives the Ravens everything he has, loses the game, and somehow the legend of Big Ben began then. And so, fast forward all these years later to him playing his final game against the Baltimore Ravens and finishing with a victory against his arch rivals, which is us, and going off into the sunset. I think it's been a great career by him, and he's earned every bit of it, every bit of accolades that he accomplished during his career. He's earned every bit of it. So, hats off to Ben. Hats off to Mike Tomlin, and hats off to the Steelers. They found a way to get the victory today. Um, so I just got some major questions. Um, what are we going to do with the Ravens in the offseason? Who's going to stay and who's going to go? This it's been a brutal season. Probably one of the most electrified, uh, nerve-wracking seasons I've watched in a very long time. Not sure what the Ravens are going to do. Not sure if they're going to keep Calais Campbell if he's coming back. Brandon Williams. Not sure if Marcus Peters is coming back. We've got a lot of work to do in the offseason. I think I said this last week. Um, but the Ravens, you know what? One thing about the Ravens is no matter who's out there, they find a way to play hard. They find a way to be in the game. It's just they cannot finish these games. And that's the most frustrating thing about it. This whole entire season. It's like the first half, we finished a lot of the games, even though they were very close. And a lot of times the defense gave us the lead like they did, today and last week. But, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating to watch. Steelers will get bounced. They're not making the playoffs for sure. I don't think they're making the playoffs, man. I think Miami wins this game today against New England, and I think they find a way to make the playoffs. Or if not, I think they find a way to make the playoffs. But I don't think they're making the playoffs this time. Hopefully, and if they do, hopefully as a Ravens fan, I hope they do get back. But like I was saying before, what do we do in the offseason? Who do we keep? Who do we let go? Miami already eliminated. Okay, well, I think that, if they're already eliminated, then that's fine. But I think I think the Steelers probably needs the Chargers or the Raiders. I think the Raiders need to win for the Steelers to get bounced, or is it the Chargers? I'm not sure. Either way, even if the Steelers do make the playoffs, I don't think they're going nowhere. I think they're going to get bounced. I think Ben has had his last hurrah, and I think that's it for them. As long as the Raiders and Chargers don't end on the tie, the Steelers are in. We shall see, man. We shall see. I'm hoping they don't get in. As a Ravens fan, I hope they don't get in. But we'll see, man. We'll see. You might be right. But if they get in, Big Ben has a plethora of playoff experience. So I don't think that they're going anywhere at all. But what do we do with the Ravens in the offseason? Do we keep Greg Roman? Do we fire defensive coordinator Wink Martindale? What do we do? So many questions, so little time. The draft is coming up. Who are we going for? I know we need an offensive lineman. We'll need some defensive linemen as well. We're going to probably need everything because this team's about to get blown up in a huge way. And how much are we going to pay Lamar Jackson? Because his contract, this is going to be his last year coming up. He has a fifth-year option. The fifth-year option is not cheap. It's going to be against the cap. I think $18 million, I believe, against the cap. So he's going to get paid a nice chunk of change starting next year. What do we do? Campbell and Williams are gone. I hope not, Andre. I hope they keep one of them. I prefer Brandon Williams, but I hope one of them comes back at a cheaper price. But if they're both gone, then we're gonna need, defensive. We're gonna need some, interior defensive line. We're gonna need to do something up front because we can't. The way the Ravens play, they need to stop the run. They definitely need to do that. Continue to do that, and they're gonna have to get their corners together because their corners are getting killed left and right. Ever since Marcus Peters went down in the off season, they've been, losing a lot of battles. Losing a lot of battles to big name wide receivers. The Chase Claypools. The Jamar Chases of the world. Devontae Adams had a pretty decent day. Odell Beckham Jr. had a great day against the Ravens. The Cooper Cupps. They've been getting T. Higgins. They've been getting beat by damn near everybody that they played. That's a wide receiver that's been killing them. And they're going to need some corners to offset that. Hopefully Marlon Humphreys comes back next season, focused and ready to play. Because this season, even before he got hurt, he was very frustrating to watch. Anthony Averett had times where he played well, but he couldn't finish the season strong because he ended up getting hurt. So, and hopefully Marcus Peters, gets a chance to show that he's probably the one cornerback that we desperately needed. Because without his playmaking ability, without him being able to pick off the ball, the Ravens were just didn't have enough to get it done at crucial moments. DBs would be better if there was a pass rush. But I agree, but that's Wink Martindale's job. Let's just look at who we had last year on the team. He had what's the dude from New England? I can't think of his name. He's playing right now. But they had Yannick Ngakoue. Oh, Matt Judon. Matt Judon and Yannick Ngakoue. They had both of them last season. And what are both of them doing this season? They're both falling out, especially Matt Judon. Matt Judon's been here for years. And, we didn't see the value in him because he wasn't getting a lot of sacks. As soon as he goes to New England's defensive, mindset and defensive style, all of a sudden they unleashed him. And now he's getting 11 to 12 sacks, 13 sacks down there. So it's like, what do the Ravens do? Is it Wink's, scheme, or is it the players? I'm not sure, but definitely need to tighten up on that. You got to get more sacks. They got to get more pressure on the quarterback. They can't have the quarterback just sitting on an island all day, waiting to throw the football. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. But they're going to have to figure that one out as well. But yeah, the Ravens have a lot of work to do in the offseason. A lot of work. I can't believe we lost 6 straight games, though. 6 straight games, against all these teams that we were in every game except the Cincinnati game, the 2 Cincinnati games. Every game we was in, we couldn't find a way to pull it out or win the game. So yeah, man, it's extremely frustrating to watch this team this season. Extremely frustrating. I'm kind of glad the season's over with, honestly. I really am, because they give you a heart attack. If you're watching them and you got high blood pressure, I feel for you, because this team is just it's just I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they play hard. Like I said before, I'm glad they play hard for John Harbaugh. He did a lot. He had a lot of mistakes too as a coach, but they always show up. They always play hard. You just can't finish. And I wish the Ravens could do that. I wish the Ravens could be a playoff team this year and finish. But it just wasn't in the cards for them at all. And that's a damn shame, because this team was a Super Bowl contender at the beginning of the year. But with injuries and COVID, haunting this team throughout the season, they just had a lot of mishaps. And they made a lot of mistakes that cost them a playoff spot. They was right there. They was in it, and they had it. And they were 8-3 at one point. And then they just, I don't know how you become 8-3 and lose 6 straight games. It's brutal. It's brutal. But like I said, I'm glad this team fought. I'm glad this team, tried, and I'm glad that they found ways to be resilient when they couldn't, when they shouldn't have. They found ways to, uh, make it interesting for the fans. They found ways to fight, and they found ways to, be in every game. And that's all you can ask for your team, especially with the season that they had. This will be the highest draft pick in years. I hope they get an offensive tackle or a DB. You and me both, Andre. You and me both. I hope they get one of them two. I hope they get something that's going to help this team. That's going to help them, especially for years to come. I'm hoping, man. I really am. I really hope that they find somebody in the draft that's worth a first round pick. That's going to be, killing it this year. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Rashad Bateman was going to come and make a huge impact, and he probably could have made a huge impact if they would have gave him the ball a little bit more. But they stop. It's like they get him involved and then they go away from him. Why? I don't know. Why do you do that? I don't know. I thought he probably was the best wide receiver on this team that didn't get a chance to get the ball as much as he should have. And that's damn near really frustrating, especially if you're a first round pick and you're him. It's ridiculous. Any offensive game breakers. They got one. They got Mark Andrews. He's a game breaker himself, but they need guys like Rashad Bateman to step up. But Rashad Bateman needs to demand the football a little bit more too. And Hollywood Brown, I mean, come on, man, you're a first round pick as well. In crucial situations, you got to be able to catch the football and hold on to the football and get yak yards. You did none of that, especially the last 2 to 3 weeks. You was a damn near no show today. So I agree with you, Sean. You're right, man. They do need some game breakers. They need some people to step up in crucial moments. I know Sammy Watkins stepped up, against the Lions and the Chicago Bears in a couple of games. He made some crucial catches, but we need our younger guys like Rashad Bateman, Duvernay, Mark and Hollywood Brown to help Andrews out, so that Andrews won't be the only person out there that they're targeting, because we need other people to step their game up. That's why Wink has to go. The best talent, Bateman, Tyson Williams gets no touches. Tyson Williams had one touch today. He only touched the ball one time today, man. I mean, he's probably your fastest running back, and you went away from him after week 3. You stopped using him damn near completely, and you lost confidence in him. I think if we would have played more during the season, this running game would have been more explosive. I mean, that's extremely frustrating as well when he's your fastest running back and you don't even use it to his potential. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, Devontae Freeman, actually did pretty well when he played. He had his moments where he got shut down too, but Tyson Williams, deserved a lot more than what he got. He deserved a lot more, game time and deserved a lot more touches. And that's a damn shame that he only touched the ball one time today. Ridiculous. You gotta get your young guys involved, man. Oh, and another thing, James Prochet didn't even touch the field the last 2 weeks. After having a breakout game against the Cincinnati Bengals with 7 catches and damn near like 70 something yards, how do you not get him involved either? Why is he not shooting up and playing? I don't understand. How do you not value him? He actually produced when you needed him to produce. He actually gets open and catches the football. So why is he not playing? John, I'm gonna say Ozzy. But John, why is he not playing, man? Why is he not getting on the field and doing anything? I don't get it. I don't. Hollywood does not want a contest. Why is he playing football? I don't know, man. He just wants to be a pretty boy, as far as I'm concerned. I don't get it either. He should be trying to get yak ass after he gets the ball, but he just doesn't do it. He did it early on in the season. He did it against the Raiders and even Detroit when he was struggling. He actually got some yak yards in that. But it's like as the season waned on, he just decided that I'm not gonna get no yak yards. I'm gonna catch the ball and go down, or try not to get hurt. And that's not Ravens football at all. That's not Ravens football. That's not winning football. You got to do better, Hollywood. Do you want a contract extension or not? Because after this season coming up, I don't think the Ravens going to extend you, man. I don't think they are. They need better. They need better wide receivers in crucial moments to help their quarterback. Now I can't say that Tyler Huntley today, was all that because he had a lot of bad throws and he had a lot of missed opportunities as well. But still, I mean, Hollywood dropped the touchdown pass, easy touchdown pass that he could have caught, and then a sideline pass that just went right to him and he just dropped the football. So it's ridiculous. It really is. Lamar holds all the cards now. He can either sign the big contract or look elsewhere. People want the coaches gone, but with all the injuries, they are going to make excuses except this expect this again next year. Brother Justin, I appreciate your comment, man. I think you're completely right, man. I think they don't make any changes. I think none of the coaching staff is going. I think John Harbaugh gets another pass for this season because how he rallied the troops and how they was in every game. And I'm happy about that. I don't want to see my Ravens get blown out. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see the Ravens get blown out. But still, it's like you got to change something about this team. You got to change something going forward. I mean, we cannot keep having the defense let us down damn near every game. I mean, today was a microcosm of the whole season. I mean, it's like 8, and Ben just throws it over the middle, and the middle is wide open for Johnson to catch the first down. I mean, come on, man, make a stop, Ravens, please. Help us out. But yeah, I expect the same thing next year. And Lamar does hold all the cards. He holds all the cards right now. And I mean, I hope he gets all the money he can get now from the Ravens. They need to pay that brother because I heard a lot of disrespect over the last couple of weeks. That this Tyler Huntley should be our quarterback going forward thing. I think that's utterly ridiculous. I think that's stupid. I don't ever want to hear that. No, don't get me wrong. Tyler Huntley is a pretty good quarterback, but he's not Lamar Jackson at all. Lamar Jackson is a superstar. And we've seen that time and time again. Yeah, he struggled, against the Dolphins, and he struggled against the Browns and a couple other games this season. But he had none of his starting running backs. He had not near one of them. So you tell me, man. I mean, if he got to run the ball, throw the ball, beat a wide receiver at times too. I mean, what you expect? I expect him to burn out as well. He looked like he was on his last leg when he got hurt against Cleveland. He looked like he was on his last leg. He looked burned out. I mean, when you are the offense, it's a damn shame. It really is. So yes, I think Lamar should definitely get his money. I think Lamar should, do what he can do to try to, force their hand and make the Ravens, be a little bit different. Get some more help around him, some more, prime wide receivers for him, or at least, get Hollywood to, try to become a star. the next season. I don't. Or make Rashad Bateman the number one and actually get him involved. I don't. That really frustrates me because I like Rashad Bateman. I think he's great. But I agree with you. I agree with you, Sean. You're right on that, man. Same coaches will have the same result. Facts. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Dumbass play calling. What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Great, man. I agree with you. You're right. Dumbass play calling. Dumbass play calling has definitely hurt this team. Definitely hurt the Ravens in crucial times, especially when it was one play where I think Tyler Huntley had it was a QB draw or a QB power or something like that. I'm like, bro, I think it was like 3rd and 2 or something. I'm like, bro, why you not, throwing the football? Why are we doing QB power? I think we ended up punting the ball back to the Steelers. We could have had a first down. It's just moments like that. Greg Roman, sometimes he just overdoes it. Instead of just making it, easier for the Ravens, he overdoes it and tries to be cute. We don't need to be cute in those situations. We just need to get the first down. But yet he calls a QB power or a QB draw or something silly. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? Come on, get your head in the game. Make these adjustments. But yeah, Greg Roman, I be honest with you, I hope he's gone. I hope he's gone. I hope this is his last season in Baltimore. I know it's not going to be, but I wish it was because I think the Ravens need something different offensively. They need another wrinkle, in the system so that Lamar can be a little bit better. They need a Huntley if he's on his team next year. New coaches and Lamar will shine. Yep. We need a real offensive mind. You're right. You're correctly right. Definitely right, Sean. I was just saying that, man. We do definitely need some new coaches and a different offensive mind. When I went to the Ravens and Chiefs game earlier this season, week 2, and I saw Eric Bieniemy's offense, well, the offense that he has for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, I'm telling you, man, watching them up close, it's amazing to see. It really is. How they conduct their offense, the style of plays that they run, how like a machine that Patrick Mahomes is. It's beautiful to watch. And then watching our offense, it's like watching a high school offense. I mean, compared to their offense, that was a high school offense that we were running. So, I think we need to run more of a traditional style of offense, and keep in some certain situations. I mean, of course, they can continue to keep running the offense they're running, but we just need a little bit more. I want to see Lamar do a few different things next season, and I want to see him progress because I thought he had a chance to do that this season, but I mean, once teams found out they could blitz the hell out of him, it kind of threw him off. And Greg Roman never adjusted to it. Never adjusted to it. So, yeah, man. I'm not sure who the offensive coordinator is going to be. It's probably going to be Greg Roman one more year. He's going to get a pass. Damn shame. But he's going to get a pass. 4th and 8, they totally disrespected us. They didn't respect us. Of course not. Of course not. Nobody has this season, Roger. Nobody's respected us in these games. That's why we're 8-9 now. Because nobody's respected the defense. The defense, they don't make stops. They don't make stops. So yeah, I agree. They keep disrespecting us, and they allow it to happen. These coaches are too old school. Sean, you're right, man. They are too old school. I agree with that, man. We need some fresh meat over there, for some new knowledge, man. Some fresh meat. They gonna need something. They're gonna definitely need something. Not sure who will be available after Black Monday. Maybe get a coordinator from college ranks. They already did that for the wide receivers. They already got, I think, T. Martin and I forgot who the other guy's name was. They got a couple of guys, that was helping the wide receivers out, and it showed a little bit, but still I, that Rashad Bateman injury really hurt them in the offseason. I think if Rashad Bateman would have not got hurt, had a full preseason, and he would have started the first game of the season, I think we see a probably a better wide receiving core. But since he had to come in week 6, it's just like they just throw him in there, and then they would give him the ball every now and again, just to make him happy. But I don't know. I don't know, Andre. I wish we would, get some new coordinators. But it's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. And I want them to, but it's not going to happen. But like I said before, guys, This is going to be a very long off season. Kind of glad this season is over with. Not gonna lie to you. Very draining watching this team, especially the last 6 weeks. Watching them be 8-3 and continue to keep falling to every team after that. Uh, Especially the Bengals. That really pissed me off when they got blown out against them again. But I can't really blame them because they really had nobody back there except I think Chuck Clark. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. 8-3 when Lamar went out. 0-6 when he out. Lamar is the Ravens. Without him, we are below 500. With all the disrespect that he got this year, he's getting revenge next year. Brother, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, man. I hope this brother Lamar stays healthy the whole next season. I hope he comes back with a vengeance on his mind. I hope he comes back and whoops a lot of ass. I really do. I'm praying that he does what he's supposed to do, and he's the MVP that he was 2 years ago. Because if not, then we gonna be in trouble again next season. And plus, on top of that, this team is gonna be different defensively. A lot of people are gonna be gone. I don't see a lot of people coming back, but I'm just praying, man. I hope Lamar takes the team on his shoulders again. I hope that the running backs, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I hope they come back healthy. I really do. I would love to see these brothers come back and make a huge impact on this team because I'm telling you, we really missed them. We missed them this season. J.K. Dobbins is going to have a hell of a year. A hell of a year. And I saw it. And I saw it in preseason when he was playing. Some of the plays he was making with that shoddy offensive line, he was still getting the job done. And he had that freak accident against Washington, which hurt his leg and his season. So I'm just hoping that the Ravens, man, I'm hoping they come back strong next year. I really am. I want to see this team win the Super Bowl. I do. I really do. I want to see Lamar get this team to a Super Bowl. Win as many games as possible. Maybe be the MVP again. Come back to form and do his thing. Offensive players don't want to come because we don't use anyone with Andrews. Yeah. Well, they showed us that last season. And the only person we got was Sammy Watkins, and everybody else passed on us. So it's this game, man. Like I said before, it's Greg Roman and this game. They got to get other people involved. They gotta change some things up to make it more wide receiver friendly. I thought Lamar was on the path of doing that this season until he came into that slump against the Dolphins. I think he was averaging like 250 a game, 250 yards a game. But then after that freak accident, with the ankle, it just changed the course of our season. Salute, brother. I'm Marco. Thanks. You got a new sub. Have a blessed day. Justin, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for subbing. Everybody that's on here, if you're watching me, please subscribe to the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming through, helping me out because, man, I've been doing these post-game shows since the Denver Broncos game. It was just an idea of mine. I said, let me try to do some of these post-game shows, to get help you guys, feel a little bit better about what's going on because the Ravens, man, they took us through a wild season this year. So I appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank you for watching. We're going to have more content, of course. This is not going to be the last actual Ravens post or Ravens show. We're going to have more content, especially through the off season. Definitely going to be looking at, whoever, looking to, draft and, the moves that they make and what's going to happen with Lamar's contract. The season never stops. The season never stops. And on the main show, we're going to continue to, do our show on Monday nights where we're talking NFL. Which team is going to make it to the Super Bowl? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? And of course, we're going to talk NBA and what's going on with the NBA as well. But I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you guys coming here and checking out the post game show with the Ravens, man. Because I'm telling you, man, it is hard to watch these games. It is really hard to watch these games and not be very angry sometimes. So I appreciate you guys, man. Um, but yeah, I think that's going to wrap this post game show up. Like I said before, I appreciate everybody that came through. Justin, Sean, I appreciate you guys. My man Andre and Roderick and my man Mark. I appreciate everybody that's commented. Rashawn, I appreciate everybody that's commented, everybody that's liked the video. Share this video with your friends. Uh, this is the last one. This is the last post game show of the Ravens. The season is over with. So, like I said before, there's more content coming. But I appreciate everybody that watched. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. So, uh, definitely check out the main show, the Flex Zone, main show at 10 o'clock. We're going to be live again. We're going to be talking about the Ravens again. More Ravens, more Ravens news. Who made the playoffs, of course, and some other things. But like I said before, I appreciate you guys. Glad that you stuck with me and my partner D when he came on that time. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep your heads up. I know the Ravens season is over with, but the journey still continues to get that Super Bowl because that's what we're aiming at, especially for next season. But anyways, I'll see y'all. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.